Right now, hundreds of laid-off federal workers are rallying against President Donald Trump and Elon Musk. This comes after mass layoffs throughout the federal workforce. Tonight, we're bringing you team coverage. Our Rafael Sanchez Cruz is live to break down how the federal cuts are bringing financial struggles for D.C. But first, let's go live to our Melissa Kim. She's joining us live outside the Department of Housing and Urban Development with more on what federal workers have to say. Melissa?
Yeah, well, good evening, Simone. In about an hour, lawmakers and union leaders are expected to rally here in front of the Department of Housing and Urban Development against what they're calling illegal attacks from President Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Affordable housing cuts as well as mass layoffs are expected, as they have been taking place throughout the entire federal workforce, including at NOAA, where former workers actually rallied earlier today. Tom DiLiberto dreamed of working at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, since he was in elementary school.
Literally, when I was 8, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I said a meteorologist.
He started working at NOAA in 2010 and was 14 days away from the end of his probationary period when he was among the 880 employees fired last Thursday from a worldwide workforce of 12,000.
No one at NOAA has ever decided not to give crucial, important information, data, and resources to a community because of who they voted for.
DiLiberto among the hundreds of now former NOAA employees who protested outside of its headquarters in Silver Spring on Monday morning. He says the firings will impact more than life-saving research on weather and climate.
This place holds some of the world's best climate scientists, best meteorologists.
Dr. Rick Spinrad has worked at NOAA since 2003 and served as the department's administrator under former President Joe Biden, and says if the Trump administration is trying to cut costs under DOGE, this isn't the place to do it.
It costs you 6 cents per day. 6 cents per day to get all of that. Pretty good deal.
This joy that I have.
The DOGE team came into this administration like a bull in a china shop. And you know what happens when you have a bull in a china shop? You get a lot of broken china and a lot of
Former NOAA employees weren't the only ones speaking out on Monday. Workers at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau rallied in front of the U.S. District Court as a federal judge heard arguments in a lawsuit to stop the Trump administration from dismantling the agency, as well as a rally to celebrate federal workers' contributions at McPherson Square Metro Station. Back here live at HUD, I spoke to employees off camera earlier who actually told me that they had to wait outside to even get into the building this morning because of new security screening measures that they were notified about late Friday via email. We reached out to HUD to figure out why these new security measures were taking place. We're still waiting to hear back. But Simone, meanwhile, we'll keep an eye out here for you for that rally that is expected to start now in under an hour.
Look, we can just imagine some of the anxiety, some of the stress that our neighbors are going through as they try to weather some of these job cuts. Melissa, thank you.